For the extra credit, I'm redoing numbers 8 and 14. So it says, answer the questions below and sketch the graph of the function. For y equals -4 cosine theta over 4 plus pi over 4 plus 2. Identify the amplitude, period, and shifts. So since the amplitude is half the distance from the maximum and minimum points, we're going to use the formula A equals 1/2 times the absolute value of the maximum minus the minimum. And in this case, it's going to be A equals 1/2 times the absolute value of 4 minus -4, which is A equals 1/2 of 8, which is 4. So for more room, I'm just going to erase all this and say the amplitude equals 4. And now we have to find the period. So to find the period, we're going to use the formula 2 pi. I'll use a different color. 2 pi divided by the absolute value of b. So in this case, b is going to be 1/4. So 2 pi divided by 1/4. And then we can do 2 pi times 4 over 1, which equals 8 pi. So that's the period. And then we have to find the vertical and horizontal shifts. But before we do that, I'm just going to draw a graph so I can keep my brain straight. And I'm just going to draw it of -4 cosine theta over 4. So it's going to be, we said the period was 8 pi. 8 pi, and then half of 8 pi is 4 pi. And then we have 2 pi, and then we have 6 pi. And we're gonna go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 4. So in this case, we're gonna start at -4. And that's our graph for that equation. Or that, yeah. And then, I'll do y equals. And then, we need to find the vertical and horizontal shifts. So, the vertical shift is going to happen outside the argument. So it's going to be the +2. So in this case, we're going to have the vertical shift equaling 2. And then the horizontal shift happens inside of the argument, and it's opposite of the sign. So the formula for the horizontal shift is h over b. H over b, which is also pi over 4 divided by 1 over 4. So our shift is just going to be pi. But because this is positive, we have to change it to negative. Equals -pi. So, this is our answer for number for part A. For part B, it says to graph at least 2 periods of it. So 1 period of this graph is going to be 8 pi. And then 6 pi. And then we are going up for and then it says that the vertical shift is 2. So we're going to add 2 to all of these. 1, 2, or I guess just the vertical. And then the horizontal shift is negative pi. So this is going to be negative pi, negative 2 pi, negative 4 pi, negative 6 pi, negative 8 pi, and I'm just going to add 10 pi on this side. Okay, so we have all these. Our amplitude is 4, so we're going to go up to 4. However, we're going to add 2 to that because of the vertical shift. So this is now, I'm not going to do it in black. Okay, and then we're going to go left pi. So right here, but it's going to be up 2. So when we start sketching the graph, we're going to move this over to pi, and then we're going to go up 2. And then we're going to go right here. No. Sorry. And then we're going to go right here. And then this is going to be up here. And then right here. And right here. And then that's 1 period of the graph. And because I have more space on this side, I'm just going to do another period over here. Okay. So this is what our graph should look like. And then for number 14, the question is to prove cosine theta divided by sine theta cosine 3, and then equals tangent minus tangent. So the first thing I'm going to do is the cosine identity for this. That's cosine divided by sine cosine. And then I'm going to separate these. So I'm going to do cosine divided by sine, and then cosine, and then minus sine, sine, cosine. So I'm gonna cancel these two out, and then I'm gonna cancel these two out. So I'm left with cosine theta over sine theta minus sine over cosine. And then we know that cosine over sine is cotangent. So it's cotangent theta minus, then this is going to be tangent. Tangent. And then this is our final answer because it's equal to that.